Hello guys, welcome to the channel. So our today's video is hyperparameter tuning. So before understanding hyperparameter tuning, first understand what is gradient descent problem. So gradient descent helps us minimize the loss function, but during training it doesn't always work perfectly. Understand this. Gradient descent is a technique to minimize the loss function, but during training it doesn't always work perfectly, right? So sometimes the model learns slowly, sometimes it gets stuck, sometimes it keeps jumping around. So these are called some gradient descent problems. Okay, so let's see problem number one as an example. Learning rate too small. Suppose learning rate I have given this 0.000001. So the model takes extremely teeny steps. Okay, imagine climbing down a mountain. Instead of taking normal steps, you move only 1 millimeter each time. So that is how learning rate too small works. Okay, so it will take forever to reach the bottom. So similarly, the neural network learns very slowly. Okay, so problem number two. Suppose learning rate too large. Then suppose I am given learning rate is equal to 10. So now imagine taking giant jumps while climbing down a mountain. Okay. So instead of reaching the bottom, you keep jumping from one side to another. Okay. You will never stop. So similarly, the model overshoots the minimum loss. Okay. So this is the problem of gradient descent. Okay. So now let's understand hyperparameter tuning. Hyperparameter tuning, I have already discussed during my machine learning lecture also. So understand this here also for deep learning. Hyperparameter tuning is the process of finding the best combination of hyperparameter to achieve the best model performance. Instead of guessing values, we try different combinations and choose the one that gives the lowest validation loss or the highest validation accuracy. Okay. So these are some common hyperparameters. I have already discussed learning rate, number of hidden layers, number of neurons, batch size, epochs, activation functions, optimizers, dropout rate. So these are some your hyperparameters. Okay. So you just need to customize these values according to your data, according to your model to get the higher accuracy. Okay. So let's see how we can do it. I'm again taking customer should prediction model. So let's understand this, how we can do. I will rerun this. Now, first thing is your, let's say, number of hidden layers. You can increase your hidden layers. Okay, you can just copy this. These three are your hidden layers, and this last one is your output layer. So you can increase your hidden layers. Okay, you can increase your hidden layers. Suppose now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can just so this is also a kind of hyperparameter tuning. I have added more hidden layers and I am basically changing the number of neurons here. 6, 5, 4, 3, let's say 3. Okay. So I'm changing the number of neurons also, and I have added some hidden layers, more hidden layers. Two more hidden layers I have added. So this is a kind of hyperparameter tune. Okay. So let's run this now. Now we can customize as optimizer. If you will see here, Shift plus Tab, you can see your default optimizer is RMS prop. You can use this one also, or uh, you have SDD and many types of optimizer you can use, but generally we use Adam. Okay, so if you have regression problem, there is a different loss function for that. Okay, so this also like we can customize optimizer loss. Okay, so this is also a kind of hyperparameter tuning, but this is a binary classification problem, so we will use binary cross entropy. Okay, so here you can see Here you can see shift plus tab. Now look at these hyperparameters. You can customize these hyperparameters. Okay. Now see here you have batch size. Batch size you can take. You can customize here like 60. Epochs you can take suppose 30. These things you can customize. Okay, you can check your model on different values of hyperparameters and choose the best hyperparameter values for your model. Okay, so you can customize these things also. Okay, you can add learning rate also. So this is how hyperparameter tuning works. You just need to basically customize the values of your hyperparameter according to your need. Okay, this is what hyperparameter tuning is. Okay, so that's all in this video. This is how we can perform hyperparameter tuning. And in the next video, we will discuss CNN. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you.